Right edition. Hey, y'all, have a happy day. The tax department recently called the taxpayer their customer. That's like a rapist calling a victim his girlfriend. I just wanted to share that with you. Cabot Guns recently created a political art form, so say they, by transforming the pistol grips of a 1911 handgun to right and left. Kind of cool, you know. They put pictures on it and everything else, and guess who's on the right? That would be Chad Nugent. Guess who's on the left? Could be a lot of people, but Piers Morgan. Get a grip, don't you know? That's kind of a smart gun on the right and a dumb gun on the left. Hey, a 36-year-old Michigan man, he's an NRA guy, and you think he's a smart guy with a gun, but not so fast. He's kind of dumb, because here's what happened. He held his gun in his hand and he put it to his head in front of his girlfriend while giving her a lesson in gun safety. He'd been drinking whiskey and beer all day long, and I guess that's an excuse, but you know what? I don't know that there really is an excuse for stupid, but in any event, he wanted to demonstrate how his 3 handguns worked, and this is what his girlfriend, of course, reported to the authorities. And to show that they were empty, he put each gun to his head. Ugh. These people continue to walk among us, and he pulled the trigger, and he went on and on with the first gun, and then the second gun, and the third gun, and guess what? You know the rest of the story. It was loaded, and he killed himself. Boy, let's have a moment of silence for what? I guess for him, for stupidity. I mean, kind of doesn't, well, anyway, I could go on and on. 70% of all Canadians want capital punishment. So say the polls. The polls jump around anywhere from 62 to 82 and so on. Depends how you ask the question, though. If you ask the question this way, it'll be 94%, because we've asked the question many, many times, and that is, would you like the citizenry to be in charge of capital punishment in terms of being able to make the decision? The jury, because at present, of course, the government removed that right or the choice from the citizenry years ago, and now the citizens don't have a choice. It's up to the government to decide, and they made the decision. And most politicians say we're not in favor of capital punishment. Most people say they are. But again, I'm digressing a bit. Go back to the question. If you word the question correctly, it goes up into the high 90s of being in favor of capital punishment. It's not to say that people would vote for it, but they want the choice. They want the right to be able to pick and choose. If you're on the jury and you have a Clifford Olson there and he killed all of these kids, maybe even though you're against death that way, you maybe won't be that day. You know, I mean, at least then you have the choice. Now, 50 plus 1%. So many politicians have said that's the number, that's okay for Quebec to separate. Then you have the Prime Minister saying virtually the same thing. Nobody ever uses the word treasonous or things like that. I do. Put them in jail. Treasonous belong in prison. And they do it again when you let them out of jail. I don't know. Shoot them. Do something with them. But you're not allowed to do that. And our own Prime Minister now is over in Europe, or was recently, and he says it's okay if we do it in Canada. 50 plus 1 is fine, but y'all can't do it in the Ukraine or other places. Talk about hypocritical. To show good cause in Canada, that's what you're supposed to do with regards to getting a gun. And there ain't no such thing as good cause. You can go screaming into a local RCMP station, say 9 people are chasing me with guns, or shooting at me all the time, and I pass all the background tests. I need a concealed permit. And they'll say, no, you know what? We'll come and measure the body. Hey, y'all have a nice day. The day is a good day. Politically right is right, left is wrong. Keep that in mind. Y'all come back tomorrow. We'll have more for you from the right. See ya.